Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Horned Frogs about to kick it away and get this season started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear... Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Rebels are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hart. Fires to the right. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet. And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have gone better. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bradley. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! An extra point here would tie the game.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Hart. Scrambling away. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. To get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. Did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle. It's Casey. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Started all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To throw, it's Hart. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hand off from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. Caught at the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They go to the ground. What an Nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Right on target this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback running game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. At the 40, there he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it at the 25. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Henderson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hart. Just a little off. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yards. first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's second and long.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback.
He's going to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to pass, it's Alford. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The kick is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going to the running game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Some misdirection with the counter. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll try the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Thrust that arm out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here we go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week one, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradley. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Buys a little time. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field.
Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 25 to Coastal Carolina. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air. It's Hart. Looking for space to the left. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.